on teaching for diversity inclusion by Dr. Seema Damle, Principal of PS B.Ed College, Pune. I would like to introduce Dr. Seema ma'am. She has completed her BSc and B.Ed from Mumbai University, MA from SNDT Pune, MA and PhD from Mumbai University. She started her career as assistant teacher at Pune Municipal Corporation from 1986 to 2007 and then as a lecturer at Modern College of Education, Pune from 2007 till now. She has held different positions during her work experience, like lecturer at All India Institute of Self-Government, lecturer at Adivasi Sanshordhan Prashikshan Sanstha, master trainer at Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, SCRT, Maharashtra State Government, Pune Municipal Corporation, and Savitribai Phule Pune University. She is a research guide at SNDT University Pune. She is a paper setter, DCUD Academic Research Coordinator, and member of Affiliation Committee at Savitribai Phule Pune University. She has her expertise and worked in fields like curriculum development, value education, educational laboratory, and women empowerment. She is a recipient of following awards: Adarsh Shikshak Puraskar from Jain Sangatna, Madhyamik Shikshak Patapedhi, Pune Jilla Parishad, Gunwanta Shikshak Puraskar from Rotary Metro, Gaurav Patra from PMC and Maharashtra Rajya Shikshak Samiti, Guruvarya Puraskar from Krishna Rao Gangurde Kriti Samiti. May I now request Ms. Seema Damle ma'am to address our esteemed audience. Seema ma'am, can you hear us?
Yes, yes. Yes, madam. Please allow me to share my PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Now you can share.
Yeah. PowerPoint presentation. Slideshow. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Very good afternoon, all. My dear friends, today we are going to learn teaching diverse populations. Myself, Dr. Seema Damle. I have done recently research work on diverse population. First of all, we will see what is meant by diversity. The act of learning how to positively understand, accept, and support both multiculturalism and individual differences working together. Teaching for diversity. Diversity, that means students' diversity. In that case, many of the students may be handicapped. Now, the difference or diversity we observe in our class: religion, different religions, different races, different socio-economic status, age difference, sexual orientation, ethnicity, gender difference, education, nationality, and generation. Our today's objectives are to learn about the student diversity in our classrooms, understand and learn about the differences that exist among our students, and learn how to overcome these differences within the teaching environment. Most of the audience is from pharmacy colleges and engineering college. So I will explain in terms of pharmacy and engineering. Now, there is in nature we observe diversity, different types of leaves, different types of flowers, different types of animals. In our students also, we observe many things with reference to diversity. When we observe our class, there is difference in appearances of students, color of students, faces of students, gesture of students, height, different height we observe, and weight also. That means physical structure. Psychologically also we observe diversity or differences, individual differences. That means interest of the student, nature of the student, that means introvert personality or extrovert personality. Then intelligence also we observe vast difference between the intelligence of the students. Now, diverse teaching methods. Classrooms today are far more diverse than ever before. Current classrooms are made up of students with difference. Learning abilities, economic circumstances, ethnicities, native languages, religious needs, and races. So we observe this diversity in our classroom. Now, meaning of diversity. Differences between the persons, difference between personalities by Skinner. Skinner was a psychologist, and he explained difference between the personalities of our students, contradictory properties, variations in characteristics, and distinguish one from other in our class. Diversity in classroom occurs at many different levels and displayed in many different forms in modern classroom. There is not only gender and racial diversity in mainstream classroom, but also learning diversity as well. Learning, that means learning styles of the students. It is important that educators recognize the different learners and meet their needs. Student diversities, we have seen diversity among the students, but cultural background, gender difference, interest, sexual preference, development difference. In some students, development takes place very fast. In some cases, they are lagging behind. Personality difference, learning style difference, learning aptitude difference. So, socio-economic background also, we observe the diversity. So, in our class, we observe, when we observe our students, we observe the diversity. Now, interactive icebreaker. No two people are exactly same. I'm giving you some work. Write down 5 things that might you make different from others. And think about your own. We have seen race difference, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, socio-economic status, age difference, religious beliefs, physical abilities, political beliefs, or other ideologies of our students. One suggestion is that you can explain me, this is not interactive classroom, but you can think about your ice cream flavor, cartoon character. Are you vegetarian? Vegetarian, that means carnivore. Number and kinds of pets you have, your hobbies, best vacation spots. If I would say my best vacation spot is beach, either Goa or Konkan, but some other can say that my vacation spot is Mahabaleshwar, my vacation spot is Uti. So there is difference between these areas also, diversity. Number of fluent languages, you know. And one more difference we observe in our class, that is right hand or left-handed. Right-handed or left-handed. I was serving in Mumbai, Godrej school. There I have observed class 8F students, where all the students gathered together and they were left-handed students. And we had done the research on them, left-handed students' characteristics and some errors or some drawbacks in left-handed students. So we can make research on this also, on diversities. Now, difference or diversity in age, as we observe pharmaceutical stream, first year, second year, third year, we observe some age difference in our students, developmental differences. Each student differ from each other according to an age range, and within that range from each other as well. There are psychological, cognitive, and moral differences. Psychological means I have told you about the personality, introvert or extrovert personality. Psychological means IQ difference. Then cognitive means understanding, knowledge and understanding, and some moral differences we observe. Each student must have effective instruction according to their developmental stage. Teachers should keep in mind ethnicity and race. In India, we have different races and different ethnicities. Gender difference, male and female. The problem is how different or how similar boys and girls are within the teaching environment. I have taught in girls' school, boys' school, co-education, and now in women education. That is, our B.Ed college is of women education. So I had seen these differences among boys and girls, only boys school and only girls school and only women college. So males and females are most different in motor performances. Now, socio-economic status. We observe in our class, there is a difference between social status and also economic status. In socio-economic differences, problem is students have medical and dental problems, engage in sexual activity at early stage, be involved in crime, violence, drug abuse. Some students are addicted. So this is because of social economic difference. Now, religion difference. As India is secular, but we observe many religions in our India, and we observe national integrity also. Exceptionalities and disabilities. I have told by Dr. Professor Chopde and Bhushan sir that we don't accept handicapped students or disabled students. But in some classes, in college also, some disabled students are included. That means inclusive education is observed nowadays. So diversity in diversity means diversity example. We observe some disabled students in our class. Culture, language culture, communication, courtesies, rituals, roles of different personalities, customs, relationships, practices. So these are some differences in culture. Learning style differences. Each and every student has different learning styles. Learning style preferences are differences in the way students prefer to learn. 4 ways students differ from learning styles are conceptual tempo. Conceptual means some students remind or recognize their concepts by conceptual tempo. Field dependent versus field independent. Convergent and divergent thinking, and perceptual modality preferences. So these are some learning style differences. Now, cultural diversity. What is the role of recognizing cultural diversity in our classroom? Main job in the classroom is to teach the subject as a teacher. We need to create classroom culture in order to teach more effectively. We need to be open. Yes, please. Yes, please. Any questions? Dipali Patil. Hello.
Madam Ji, please mute to all as you have option that by mistakenly it may be
yes.
someone else.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We need to be open to our students' personal cultures as well. So this is cultural diversity. The problem is being minority student together with having low socioeconomic status. Minority students. Solution is teaching minority students. Teachers should learn to respect and encourage healthy diversity within the college and classroom environment. Now, teaching and learning. What advice would you give to a new teacher? Teach with passion. I'm telling you about teaching and learning in diverse class. Know your subject. Tell us little about yourself so we can relate to you. Maintain positive attitude. As a teacher, as a professor, you should do these things. Mix discipline with a friendly touch. Control the class. You should have control over your classroom. That is known as classroom management. Support us, treat us as equals. Interact with us, build a connection, tell few jokes in between. Don't belittle people in front of others or put them down. Communicate with us, tell us what to expect. Repeat positive messages. Teacher in variety of ways. In case of one method doesn't work. So teacher should use different teaching methods. Professor should use different teaching methods in class. Keep lessons active and interesting. Take active participation of students. Give lots of practical examples. Include fun group activities that involve learning. Explain where your subject could lead to career-wise. Don't carry grudges over from previous lessons. Take account of pressure from other subjects, especially during the exams. Don't give pressure to these students, especially lagging behind students or minority students or disabled students. Believe in us. It helps us to believe in yourselves. This is instruction or suggestion to teachers, newborn professors. Now, types of diversity. There are 4 types of diversities in our class. First, physical diversity, we had seen height, weight, etc. Psychological diversity in our class. Then memory-wise diversity, creativity diversity. Some students are creative, but some are not. Nature-wise diversity. Can you see the graph here? It is normal probability curve. In this case, upper portion shows extraordinary students, and the portion below this on both sides, it is normal or mediocre students. So in graph also we can show the psychological development of our students. So in our class also, some are gifted, some are clever, and most of the population in our class is mediocre students. Mediocre, that means middle students. Performing percentage up to 50%. So this is diversity in our class. Now, causes of diversity. First cause of diversity is hereditary. Hereditary means some characters are transmitted by our father and mother, grandfather and grandmother. Next one is environment. Environment we get in our family. Now, in some students, because of hormonal secretion in adolescent stage, that means 13 to 19, your students may be of age 18, 19 to 21, 22. So this hormonal difference also causes diversity among the students. Then gender difference. I have told you, male and female students, boys and girls, show the diversity. Age-wise also, there is diversity. Attitude. Some have positive attitude, some have negative attitude. So because of attitude also we observe the diversity. Then abilities, ability to work, ability to answer, ability to work in group, ability to work in pair and share. So there are some abilities, difference in abilities show the diversity. Interest difference. Some have interest in one subject, some are having interest in another subject. So interest wise also we observe the diversity. Now attention in class, that is totally dependent upon the teaching method, teaching style of professor. So when we say please be attentive and students are not attentive in class, then that is professor's fault and not the students. So professor should be well equipped. He should have interest in teaching. He should have love with his students. So attention is dependent upon the professor. Attention is dependent upon the teacher. So attention also makes the diversities. Then aptitude of student. Aptitude means interest only, but one should take or you should take the aptitude test before taking the admission. Then because of socio-economic status difference, we observe the diversity among the students. So in some colleges, there are uniforms for higher studies or in higher education also, they have uniforms to minimize the economic status difference. Then rural and urban students. Rural, urban, in the beginning, rural students are not having the confidence, but professor should build the confidence among these students. So there is difference between rural and urban area. Then measurement of this diversity. We can measure the diversity among the students by measuring IQ. IQ, that is intelligent quotient. We can invite in our class psychologist and then we can take the IQ test. Then physical state also we can measure and weight and we can measure the difference. Then we can take the personality test in our class. With collaboration of psychology department, we can measure these diversities. Then interest inventory also, there is one test, interest inventory. By this interest inventory, we can find out the diversity in our class about interest. And for aptitude also, while taking the admission in PG class, you can take the aptitude test of our students and we can measure the diversity. Now, educational importance of diversity in our class. Our syllabus and curriculum, we can reset this syllabus and curriculum as per our diversity in classroom. Then teaching methods, we can modify these teaching methods. We will see next these teaching methods in our class. We can use different teaching methods for different units. Classification of students we can do. We should not, disabilities among students. We can find the disabilities among the students in our class and we can guide them. As I know, for pharmaceutical admissions, they don't accept psychologically disabled students. But in some cases, physically disabled students can come in your classes. So we can find out the disabilities and guide these students. Then we can do the classification of students. As I had shown you, the graph of normal probability curve. So we can classify our students. Who are the students lagging behind? Some of the students are mediocres and some are gifted or clever students. We can classify. Please don't label these students that you are clever and you are very lagging behind or backward students. We cannot label, but we can classify at our stage. Then we can implement co-curricular activities as per the diversity. Some students are more active, then you can participate them in co-curricular activities. but some are having some interest, their interest in music, interest in dance. We can find out as a teacher, as a professor, we can find out the interest, and then we can arrange co-curricular activities. Personal attention we should do. In our B.Ed course, we divide our students into small groups. That means micro teaching group, internship group. These students are gathered in different groups to different group head, to different professor. So we can pay personal attention towards these students. Then we can identify study habits of these students and we can guide them. Then we can make the size of class as per diversity. We can make small groups and we can divide them into different group leaders. So size of class we can overcome. Then in last session I had explained cooperative learning. We can make the groups in our class and we can distribute the units for self-study for cooperative learning. We can make case study for these special people, special students. We can make case study. Some problem children are in our class. So we can make class study, we can make more efforts on those students. Then peer group learning. As I have explained, cooperative learning, we can make a group of 4, group of 5. One would be a group leader. 2 students would be lagging behind and 2 students would be mediocre. So we can make this peer group learning. And in this peer group, these students can learn very well than we teach in class. So please make this effort of peer group learning or cooperative learning. You can divide the class into different groups. You can divide your units and let them study in peer group. Let them study of their own, self-study. And then you will see the miracle in learning. So proper knowledge also you can judge in this diverse classroom. Then equality in diversity. How to teach equality and diversity in your classroom? Actively promoting the equity of opportunity, eliminating all the forms of unfair discriminations, delivering diversity and equality through college policies, practices, and procedures. Positive action to offer the support and encouragement to the groups and individuals. Professor should encourage our students. He should motivate his students. Monitoring the implementation of equality and diversity throughout the college. So this is the importance in equality and diversity. Here are hands-on activities to teach children about unity and diversity. Some activities are given here, but these are for small kids. Unity in family, unity beyond the family, unity in nature. We can give these activities to our students also. Unity between different ages. I told you, you can make the groups of peers. Then you may like to write at the top of the college. That means it may be vision of your college, unity in my community, vision or mission. Impact of diversity. Diversity has impact on student performance. Students in diverse schools have higher average test scores. So in diversity, student can learn very well. It is proved by research. Thoughtfully plan diversity lessons, promote depth of the knowledge, and give students and teachers exposure to new cultures. This improves academic outcomes. Impact of diversity we are observing. It involves more students in the activity and meet diverse learning needs. Challenge of teaching diverse learners. There are many more challenges for us in new era. Means in this COVID situation, we are teaching online. We don't know whether students are listening or not, they are attentive or not. But I can see very well. I cannot see your faces, but you are observing this PowerPoint presentation very well, very attentively, and you will ask questions to me also. But this is challenge. Online teaching is more challenge, and especially in case of diverse learners. If some students are disabled, then this is also a challenge to us in our classroom. Differentiated instruction, a teacher often provides options for learning a topic or skill. Teachers should give options to students. Options means to study or not to study. This is not the option, but he can choose the option. Now, all children can learn. This should be our motto. And with this motto, we can take disabled students in our class. We can make inclusive education, student diversity and motivation. We should motivate our students. Students' motivation is likely to vary as function of age, culture, gender, socio-economic background, and special education needs. So with this diversity in motivation, we will be able to know how these factors influences students' motivation. We should motivate our students very well. 5 tips of teaching diversity, equity in education, in equity and inclusion. Promoting acceptance, that means we should accept our class. We should accept the diversity. Increasing visibility. Next is encouraging the celebrations. We should encourage the celebrations in class also. Celebrating different days in class also. Creating belongings, enabling learning. It is our responsibility to keep reading, to keep learning, and to grow in confidence. We should build the confidence in our students, among our students. Now, next topic is inclusive education. Inclusive education means we should include disabled students in our class. Not only disabled, but physiologically disabled, psychologically disabled. We should include them in our class. Inclusive education is defined as learning environment that promotes full personal, academic, and professional development of all learners, irrespective of race, class, color, gender, disability, sexual preference, learning styles, and languages. So we should accept our class. Inclusive education is an approach that looks into learning environment which respond to the diversity of learner. So I am extending my diverse classroom towards inclusive education. Inclusion in concern with identification and removal of barriers. Inclusion is about participation and achievement of all the students. We should include all the students together. Inclusion emphasizes providing opportunities for equal participation of PWD. PWD, that means person with disability. In inclusive education, students with special needs are placed in same classroom environment with other students of same age which don't have any special needs. So perfect or fit students can help very well to person with or student with disability. Now, the Rights of Person with Disability Bill, in 1915 it was passed and 1916 it was implemented. There are different disabilities: blindness, low vision, leprosy cured person, locomotor disability, dwarfism. Dwarfism is also disability. Gigantism is also disability. Mental illness, cerebral palsy, specific learning disabilities. Learning disabilities, that means, have you seen Tare Zameen Par? In that, this intellectual disability was explained. Specific learning disabilities were explained. That children, those children were having dyscalculia dyslexia. So these are specific learning disabilities, speech and language problem, hearing impairment, muscular dystrophy, acid attack victim, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, thalassemia, then hemophilia, sickle cell disease, autism. Autism is also becoming major problem in these students. Chronic neurological conditions, multiple disabilities, including deaf and blindness. So these are some disabilities in students, among students. Kinds of disabilities as per the PWD Act. Disability means blindness. PWD Act means Person with Disability Act. Blindness, low vision, leprosy cured, hearing impairment, locomotor disability, mental retardation, mental illness, autism, cerebral palsy. So on this one topic we can discuss one day. This is the scope of the disability. But we will go in rapid as I have. Now, benefits of inclusion for students with disability. They can make friendship with each other, increase social initiations and relationships and networks. Network means on WhatsApp or in WhatsApp group also these students can converse. Peer role models for academic, social and behavioral skills. Greater access to general curriculum, greater opportunities for interactions, integration and increased collaboration. Collaboration increases among these students. Those who are fit, those who are without disability and those who are with disabilities. So collaboration takes place, bonding takes place among these students. May I take 1 second break?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry for the interruption. Let us proceed further. Now, advantages of inclusion. Inclusion, that means helping all students belong to your classroom. Please keep in mind, help all the students, consider all the students, and inclusive education can improve the quality of education for all. Equal opportunity is given to all the students. Socialization of students takes place. Way forward rehabilitation of the students. Inclusion develops positive attitude. It develops self-respect with the students. It removes prejudices in the society. So these are some advantages. Now, this major disadvantage of inclusive classroom, when inclusion is not effective, implemented, research has shown that it can be lonely world for those with disabilities. I will explain in detail. If one student is suffering cerebral palsy or one student is suffering deafness, he is visually impaired, one student is blind, then they cannot participate in all the activities. So this is one disadvantage of inclusive education. List of cons of an inclusive classroom, that means disadvantages of inclusion. More 10 to 15 minutes are there for me. So please don't get bored. Please be attentive, have patient listening. Thank you. It forces students, these are disadvantages. It forces students into cookie cutter model of learning. Means these students are made compulsory to learn in the class, normal class. This structure can disrupt the learning environment for other students. If one student is lagging behind, then other students get disturbed. In some physical disabilities, require special classroom configuration. So for all the disabilities, this inclusion is not beneficial. This process cannot be rushed if it is to be successful. So these are some disadvantages of inclusion. Now, teacher should have some competencies for teaching in diverse classroom or teaching in inclusive classroom. First is professional knowledge. For every professor, he should have well or best professional knowledge in his field. Then he should have classroom management. Classroom management is more important in case of interactive classroom. So he should have control over his classroom. Otherwise, if he has not having that class control, then he cannot master his classroom. So teacher should have mastery over his classroom. So teacher should have classroom management, very good classroom management. Collaboration. Collaboratively also teacher can teach. That means team teaching. With a team, 3 to 4 teachers can gather together and they can teach in class. That means collaborative teaching. Assessment and evaluation. It is most important competency of teacher. Teacher should assess his student very well without any hurdle. He can assess, he should assess his student and evaluate his students. Instructional techniques. Teacher should have instructional techniques. That means student should obey his instructions. So he should have command over his voice also. Teacher or professor should have pleasant personality while giving instructions, or while making the classroom management. Teacher should have very good personality. Individualized and adaptive instructions. Individualized means teacher should give the instructions to individual students, or for some students, adaptive instructions. Teacher should have, professor should have good eye contact with the students. Teacher can make, teacher should make the difference in our classroom. If there is disturbance, you can warn your students. So there should be eye contact, there should be command over his teaching. Then assistive technology. Teacher should be techno savvy. He should use technology in his teaching. And next is 6 C's for teachers. 6 C's means he should be conscious, he should be concerned with his students, teacher should be competence, he should be creative, he should submit the commitments, and teacher should act as a catalyst. For chemistry subject, those who have studied the chemistry, in your pharmacy also there is chemistry background, or chemistry subject would be there. So in chemistry, each and every chemistry student should know what is meant by catalyst. Catalyst is present in that reaction but is not active. So teacher or professor should be like catalyst. He should motivate his student, he should command over his student, but he should not very active in class. He should be facilitator. He should act as catalyst in class. So professor should have these 6 C's. While
outcome at the time of graduation will be specific, measurable, analyze.
Outcome.
May I finish my topic within 10 minutes? Sopade sir?
Specific, measurable.
Yes, ma'am, continue.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Non-specific, measurable.
Behavioral management in our classroom. Strategies to promote classroom behavior.
At the time of
I am telling you this part, behavioral management, as a
Graduation
general
of
class
student,
also.
no? Of graduation
outcome at the time of graduation
of student.
Strategies to promote classroom behavior. That means professor should know how to promote the classroom behavior as a class, means class as a whole. There should be relationship building strategies, social skills instructions, then antecedents based interventions by the professor, consequences based interventions, self-management techniques should be there. Knowing the student interest, we should know our students' interest. Engaging the students in cooperative activities, that means in the cooperative learning groups. Positive reinforcement should be given to our students. See, each and every man or woman like the praise. You should praise your students. You should motivate your students. That is positive reinforcement. If he does very well practical, or if he does good journal, then you can appreciate that student. It is very much necessary to appreciate the student, to appreciate our colleague also. When we help each other, we don't appreciate, but it is normal etiquette to appreciate. So you should appreciate each other. That is positive reinforcement. Then self-evaluation should be done by professors, and self-evaluation should be done by students also. And self-instructions should be given to yourself. This was behavioral management. Now, effective teaching practices. You should follow these effective teaching practices, identifying educational needs in our class, making adjustments, planning, teaching and evaluating our students, working together. That means working together in professors also, and working together among students also. When students gather in a peer group, then you should guide, you should motivate our student. Then being flexible, teacher or professor should be very flexible. Inclusive classrooms, greater access to general curriculum, increased social opportunities and appropriate role models should be presented. Increased achievement of IEP goals. IEP goals means individualized educational program. Increased skill acquisition, enhanced parent participation. You should take parent meetings. Increased self-respect and confidence among diverse students. Higher employment rate should be there. You should have placement cell, and preparation of adult life of these students. These are glimpses in inclusive classroom. Then teacher preparation. Teacher should use PDCA cycle. PDCA, that is plan, then do. PDC means check, check means evaluate, and A means act. PDCA cycle. Plan, act, evaluate, and improve. So this cycle should be followed by every teacher. Teacher's role. This is very important. Last but not the least, love towards students. Good communication skills teacher should have. Teacher should be very patience in his personality. He should be flexible. Teacher should be motivator. He should have positive attitude. Teacher as a friend, mentor and facilitator. Teacher as a mediator. I have explained you as catalyst. Ready to accept the challenges, teacher or professor. Professor should act as a catalyst in case of, especially in case of practicals. And teacher should be researcher. Teaching strategies. You can use different teaching strategies, teaching methods. First is remedial teaching. The students in our class, those who are lagging behind, we can use for them remedial teaching. Team teaching, that means 3 to 4 teachers come together. One who has mastery over one subject, other has mastery over another subject. They can distribute these subjects and they can do the team teaching. Buddy system means pair and share. We can make the pair of 2 students buddy system, and they can participate in learning process. Cooperative learning, then circle of friends, you can make the group among the friends. Blended learning is new term in education. So teacher should practice his students blended learning. As we blend the material in mixer grinder, like that, the knowledge should be assimilate among the students. That is blended learning. I will explain you some another time, these teaching methods and teaching strategies. Now, question and answer session. You can ask me questions. You can ask in chat box. Otherwise, I will have impression that all of you are master of your subjects. No doubts, no questions. Any other questions? Organizers, you may ask questions among your audience.
Yes, I request all the delegates, they can ask questions if any. Okay, so we will sum up. Thank you, ma'am, for giving your valuable insights.
Just 1 minute. 1 minute, madam.
Okay.
I am having superiority complex now that I have explained you very well. No questions, no doubts. So may I share my screen once again? May I share my screen?
Yes, yes. Just a minute, ma'am. Can I-
I cannot.
Ma'am, you can share it.
Okay, okay. Wait. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for patient listening. And thank you for giving me opportunity to explain diverse classroom. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving your valuable insights on teaching in diverse population, how diversity occurs in students in terms of persons, personalities, variation in characteristics, gender and racial diversity were very well discussed by ma'am. The problems arising due to diversity and solutions to overcome it were discussed by ma'am. I'm sure your address will help our delegates in understanding the significance of diversity in student population and to take necessary measures to overcome the gap. I now request Seema ma'am, please kindly accept this virtual bouquet on behalf of convener Dr. P.D. Chaudhary, Principal of PS Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri, Pune, and the Coordinator of STTP, Dr. Bhushan Pimpre sir, Associate Professor at PS Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri, Pune, as a token of gratitude. Ma'am, please kindly accept the certificate as a token of appreciation from PS Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri, Pune. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Moving on.